Welcome back. So in this lesson, we're going to combine the skills we've been working on, substitution and elimination. So we're going to learn how to tell the difference, when to use each one, because there's a time and place to use each method, which is more convenient than using the other. Now, when we're talking about substitution, obviously it's easiest when one of your equations is already solved for one of your variables. All right? That makes it super simple. Okay, and for elimination, what you're looking for is if the equations are in standard form. Standard form means that they're basically set up in order to be eliminated. So let's take a look. That first example, y equals x plus 6 and x plus 2y equals 0. So what I want you to notice, in that equation, one of them is already solved for a variable. So in that top equation, the y is already by itself, and that means it's actually very readily set up for substitution. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to choose the substitution method. And remember, for the substitution method, I'm going to highlight, I'm going to box the piece opposite of that isolated variable. I'm going to box what is being substituted. And that is what I'm going to drag into my second equation. So I'm going to rewrite that second equation, but instead of using y, I'm going to use what y equals. Okay? And now once you do that, now it's just basic algebra. So I distribute the 2, so x plus 2x plus 12 equals 0. Combine my like terms. So 3x plus 12 equals 0. And now I need to get the x by itself. So I subtract 12 and divide by 3. But, as always, don't forget, that is not quite the end yet, because we also need our y value. You always need both values. So I'm going to plug that back into my box. So y equals x plus 6, but if we know x is negative 4, that means my y is going to be 2. So that means my solution is going to be negative 4, 2. Looking just like that. Okay, so again, that's a little refresher on substitution. Now let's transition. Elimination method. So elimination method, we're looking for both to be in standard form, which in our second system, that is actually what we have. We have it completely in standard form, and it's even very nice. We already have 2x and negative 2x. So one of our variables even has the same sign on both. Okay? Now notice, the sign is opposite. So what that means by having an opposite sign is it means they're going to cancel via addition, because 2 plus negative 2 cancels right off. So x is eliminated just like we needed it to be. Now y plus 3y is going to be 4y. 1 plus negative 21 is going to give me a negative 20. All right, so I divide both sides by 4. So I already know that y is going to be negative 5. Now remember, I need to get x. So I take it and I just toss it into that top equation. So 2x plus y, but we know y is negative 5. So basically minus 5 there equals 1. So add the 5 over, divide by 2, and we get that x equals 3. So my solution to the second system, x comma y, is going to be 3, negative 5. Okay, so again, this is just a little brief refresher on both concepts and to show you that each of them has a time and place for when to use it. okay, a time that makes it most convenient. So, as always, please make sure you come and ask if you have any questions. Otherwise, you are ready for your practice work.